video, I'll tell you how you can do the same. Want to eliminate some of them in order to have more time. You can completely avoid. Doesn't help you at all. 60, 30 and 10. You can spend 60% of your time actively, 30% of your time getting feedback. The easiest way to become fluent is to give your 14 hours or maybe 10 hours or maybe even 5 hours a day on learning English. English doesn't care about this. Your English sucks and you are not fluent in it because you spent less than 10 hours practicing daily. I used to spend 14 hours a day learning English and that has helped me a lot. And in this today's video, I'll tell you how you can do the same. So a native English speaker can speak English clearly and confidently after 5 years of living in English country. For example, you were a baby, let's say you are a native speaker. You were a baby, you spent 5 years immersing yourself in English because you grew up in an English environment and that allowed you to speak clear and confident English. Of course, you are not 100% fluent, but you speak clearly and confidently already after 5 years. And that's why native speakers sound fluent by the age of 5 to 7, right? Not because they are smart, but because they spend more time learning English, which is the truth. So if you want to become fluent faster, if you want to become fluent in 1 or 2 years, if you want to become fluent in 6 months, you have to spend even more time. Well, you are watching this video right now because you already spend 1 to 2 to 3 years learning English, maybe even more. Or maybe you spent 5 years learning English and you are still not fluent, okay? I mean, it's probably because you are not spending enough time practicing English. So an average person, an average English learner probably spends like 3 hours per week. So let's say you are a bit above average, you are a bit better than average and you spend 1 to 2 hours per day learning English. So that's great. Not like accurate, but it will probably take you a lot of time just to get used to English and get used to speaking in English in order to become clear and confident. So it will not take you like 5 years, it will take you longer just because you are not practicing enough. You want to immerse yourself in English, and so if you spend more hours per day, if you spend 10 to 14 hours a day learning English, of course, you are going to become fluent in like 2 years or even less. So you can already understand English. If you spend 14 hours a day practicing English, you can become fluent in 6 months. And guys, I'm telling you, this is real. If you spend 14 hours a day doing the right things in English, you will become fluent in 6 months. Like, this is my promise, guys. How do you find 14 hours every day? That's a problem. Because, well, you probably don't have enough motivation in order to spend 14 hours every day learning English. And also you have a lot of things you need to do. So you want to eliminate some of them in order to have more time. And in this video again, I'm going to show you how you can do that. So let's start with the first one, guys, which is motivation. How do you motivate yourself? I would never spend 14 hours a day learning English if I didn't have motivation. So if you want to speak clear English, you need to forget TOEFL, you need to get a bigger goal. You want to start a global business, you want to speak on a stage, you want to make videos, you want to do something that is going to motivate you even more, because it's a really big motivation for me to record videos in English. I enjoy doing that, and that gives me a lot of motivation. Like, every time I see a positive comments, even a negative one also, I get motivated like crazy. Okay, when I see that I help people in English, when I see that I bring value to people, I get motivated like crazy, and I can do that 14 hours a day. I can do that without even getting paid. I can do that for free. I can speak English for free if I want to. Okay, so set a bigger goal, like set a goal to start traveling the world. For example, maybe have this kind of goal. Maybe you want to start your own business in English, maybe you want to start your own career in English, maybe you have like a really big dream, to learn English, to start your YouTube channel, to do a lot of amazing things in English specifically. So if you have this big goal, put it on your wall so you see it every single day and you remind yourself and you understand why you are doing what you are doing, and let me know your real goal in the comments, because you probably have like a real big goal. And it's not to pass out, it's not to pass TOEFL, it's not to graduate from school, right? The goal is to achieve something big in your life. So if you are that kind of person, let me know your real goal in the comments. Like 99% of people want to pass IELTS and start traveling. Okay, you want to set a bigger goal and this will motivate you 10 times more. And that's how I have so much motivation. A goal of making $1,000 per month will seem extremely easy, okay? So even if your goal is like to get $1,000 per month, to make $1,000 per month, if you set a $10,000 goal, you will make $1,000 faster. And I'm telling you guys, now here I want to add something more special in this. If you want to practice and you are having no one, so here I would like to tell you, you speak with Sparky Ai, your personal English speaking AI companion, ready to chat, learn and assist you anytime, anywhere. Alright guys, need help practicing English, want real-time answers or just someone start to talk to? You can download Sparky Ai that understands you, speaks naturally and gives you clear, fluent response, just like a real conversation. So like if you are going to spend 14 hours of your day, you can download this Sparky Ai and you can practice with Sparky Ai. Whether you are asking questions, improving your pronunciation or learning new vocabulary, Sparky makes speaking English easy and fun. You can just talk, Sparky listens. If you just ask, Sparky explains. Just chat, Sparky helps you to grow. So guys, from students to professionals, beginners to fluent speakers, Sparky adapts to your level, your accent or your pace. So no awkward translations, no robotic replies, just the smart, fluent English conversations anytime you need it. So what are you waiting for? Please go and check my description because the link is in my description. Go and download it. Download Sparky Ai and now start speaking with confidence today. Alright, so spending 14 hours a day, you can take at least 2 hours or 1 hour to spend on Sparky Ai. You will get good results. Now, I would like to talk about the second thing. The second thing is eliminate. Maybe you are doing a lot of different things that don't even contribute towards your main goal, which is to improve your English. So you have enough time to practice, but you waste most of it on other things. You waste it on a lot of meaningless stuff, which you can completely avoid. And social media is everywhere. A lot of people are watching like TikTok, right, Instagram, and they are spending a lot of time on that. Is social media is everywhere, every people is watching TikTok, Instagram, right? So guys, stop making these mistakes. Don't spend your lot of time on these things. Stop doing this. Let's focus, like let's improve your grammar rule. I can watch videos in my native language to improve my English. Maybe your native language is Hindi, so you are watching in Hindi because I will understand them better, right? You started watching all these videos and it doesn't help you at all. So it's like, let's break down guys. It's like literally what these thumbnails are saying. They are saying that let's break down the mistakes that you will make, so you are afraid to speak in English, because that's what they really say. It's like, of course, in the title they say stop making these mistakes. But what they are saying is that, well, it's like stop making this mistake, because if you make it, you cannot speak English, right? So it basically means let's break down the mistakes that you are making, right? Now, so you are afraid to speak in English, and so you cannot open your mouth, and you are not confident. So everyone, don't watch these types of videos on YouTube, which will not help you. Okay, and guys, so you need to eliminate these things from your life. Guys, you can watch my course which is available on YouTube, and you can focus on grammar rules and learn everything which I have created for you guys. And these kinds of videos, because they help beginners, I would recommend you, please eliminate all these distractions, all these videos, and watching stuff that actually matters. And also sometimes you probably watch these kinds of reels on TikTok or YouTube shorts, that useless information that doesn't really contribute towards your main goal. So guys, if you spend 14 hours a day learning about English, well, you are going to learn about English. Okay, but you won't be able to speak in English clearly. So be a speaker, not a linguist. If you want to achieve your true goals, and of course you can become fluent fast by spending 5 hours or less every day, but only if you spend time on the right stuff. So like I said, stop spending times on learning about English. Learn in English, and that's going to help you a lot more. So even if you speak 10 hours a day, like, it's not just about learning something in English, it's about speaking. If you speak too much, you are not going to be making as much progress as you want to. You can still be wasting time. Why? Because growth needs balance. Okay, it needs consuming, speaking, and getting feedback. So if you master this simple cycle of consuming information, speaking about it, and getting feedback from someone, you will improve your English fast. So the only 3 things that actually matters is actively consuming information, taking notes, and when you are watching a video, highlighting words when you are reading a book, writing comments under YouTube videos, or doing something else. Also, it's about speaking actively speaking about content that you have consumed, and then getting feedback from a trusted source. So you can split them like this. Okay, you can split them 60, 30 and 10. You can spend 60% of your time actively consuming information, then spending 30% of your time speaking, and then you spend 10% of your time getting feedback and learning from it. So the next time you speak better. This is basically it. It's so easy. It's all about just eliminating the non-essential in order to practice these 3 things. And I also want to mention that you should analyze your mistakes only after you have made them. Because if you do it before, you are trying to speak, you are going to be overthinking all the time, right? It's like if you analyze your mistakes before you even made them, what's the point of doing that? But that's what non-native English speakers do. They overthink before they even try to speak, and because of that they make too many mistakes, and because of that they can't speak at all because they are afraid. Of course, even after you eliminate everything bad, the easiest way to become fluent is to give yourself no choice but to become fluent. Alright? It's like you eliminate all these different things and you motivate yourself so much that you have no choice but to become fluent. And it's like you have nothing else to do but to become fluent. And yes, you have a job. Yes, right? Now you can spend 14 hours or maybe 10 hours or maybe even 5 hours a day on learning English. I completely understand. But English doesn't understand that, right? English doesn't care about this. So if you spend more time, if you find more way how to spend more time in English, you will make more progress. So if you want to succeed globally, then find ways to practice every single day. So just find more ways to give yourself no choice but to become fluent in English. And that will help you amazingly. And if you want, I can help you do that for free. and you will get all these videos on my YouTube channel. I can literally find more ways on how you can spend more time learning English. I will also give you feedback on your English, which is going to be fully personalized. So I will literally lay down the steps you need to take in order to become fluent in 6 months. If you found this video valuable, please subscribe and tell me in the comments how many hours per day you spend on English. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. This is Shalima signing off. Take care and speak English with confidence.